God said what he meant, and he meant what he said. There should be no surprise to us. But how often do you read a commentary and it boils down 3 paragraphs and it boils down to this? It doesn't mean what it appears to say. It doesn't mean what it says. Why do we do this? We should never have to do that. Now, we want the plain statements of Scripture interpreted by the plain statements of Scripture. In other words, we want biblical theology. Right now, the evangelical church is beset with theological theology, philosophical theology, and presuppositional theology. These are all enemies to childlike faith in the plain statements of Scripture. You want biblical theology. If the theology that you have embraced cannot be articulated by an intelligent teenager, cannot be framed by an intelligent teenager, cannot be understood by an intelligent teenager, cannot be taught by an intelligent teenager, then what you're teaching and believing is probably not the simple teaching of the Bible. God called a bunch of simple, unlettered, uneducated farm boys and fishermen to the work from the Old Testament through the New Testament. And this is where he's at. Now, I'm not opposed to scholarship. I have a bit of it myself. I don't have formal scholarship, but I have a lot of scholarship. And I believe we should have more scholarship in the church than we do. I wish we had a lot more. But if our scholarship is not built on this foundation of childlike faith and the plain statements of Scripture in our mother tongue, then that scholarship is going to do more harm than good. It's going to end up being just intellectualism rather than scholarship. Scholarship is very valuable when we have error come in a sophisticated manner and we have scholars that can respond to that sophisticated version of the error. But I don't know if you figured this out yet or not. Men that are thoroughly masters in Greek and Hebrew don't come to any different doctrinal understanding than someone that just reads the English Bible. I want you to chew on that.